Money can buy you a house, but it can't buy you a home. And it can definitely get you a girl, but it's never gonna build that family you've been dreaming about since you were a teen. It's one of those things we've all heard a million times that's been repeated so often it almost feels like background noise. But if you actually stop for a second and look at the people who have everything on paper, you start to see that it is actually a warning. I spend way too much time thinking if I just hit some magic number in my bank account, everything awkward or painful would vanish. Like money would just fix the inside stuff. Loneliness, self-doubt, that gnawing feeling of never being enough, the feeling of not being enough. But the truth is a lot harder to swallow. You see, I remember looking at my life a few years back and realizing I was treating money like it was the destination. Like once I got there, I could finally start living. But the more I talked to people and the more I saw of the world, the more I realized that money is really just a magnifier of whoever you already are. If you're a person who doesn't know how to be present, a bigger bank account is just going to give you more distractions to keep you from ever having to look at yourself in the mirror. First off, money isn't just some paper. Don't say that line, especially from people who already live comfortably. Money matters a lot. It buys options, real choices like leaving a soul-crushing job, paying for your parents' healthcare, or spending your days with things that actually light you up. But here's where people screw up. We blur options with happiness. Money's like oxygen. You need it to breathe, and when it's scarce, you can't think of anything else. But you don't live just to breathe. And that leads me to the second point, which is that we have to stop expecting money to do things it wasn't designed to do. You can buy the most expensive mattress in the world, but you can't buy a good night's sleep if your conscience is heavy or your mind is racing with anxiety. You can pay for a seat at the most exclusive table in the city, but you can't pay for the person sitting across from you to actually give a damn about who you are when the lights go out. I've seen so many people climb the ladder only to realize that the view from the top is incredibly lonely because they traded every real relationship they had for a bit of extra status. And by the time they realized the trade-off, it was too late to go back. The third big realization is that you need to treat money like a guest in your house. It's great to have it there, it makes things more comfortable and fun, but the moment you let the guests start running the household, everything falls apart. If your entire identity is wrapped up in what you can buy or the status you think your wealth gives you, then you are essentially a slave to something that can be taken away in a heartbeat. I've had to learn the hard way that building your foundation on something as volatile as money is like building a house on sand. It feels solid while the sun is shining, but the moment the storm hits, you realize you have nothing left to hold on to. There have been times where I've looked at my life and felt like I was failing just because I wasn't at a certain financial level yet. I'd see people on social media with the cars and the trips and the effortless lifestyle, and I'd feel this hollow ache in my chest, like I was missing out on the real version of life. But then I'd actually talk to some of those people, and I'd find out that behind the scenes, they were struggling with the exact same insecurities and the exact same family drama as everyone else. It made me realize that I was chasing a ghost, and that if I didn't learn how to be happy with a little, I was never going to be happy with a lot. The mistake we make is thinking that more will finally satisfy us, but the more is a moving target that you can never actually hit. You get the house, and then you want the bigger house. You get the girl, but then you realize you didn't do the work to actually be a partner she can rely on. It's a cycle that only breaks when you decide that you are enough right now, regardless of the numbers on a screen. Here's a piece of advice you can actually use. Stop asking how much money you want. Start asking what options you want, like do you want the chance to travel, to help your community? Once you define those options, money goes back to being a tool, not something you worship. My challenge for you today is to look at your life and find one thing that money can't buy. Maybe it's a conversation with a friend, a walk in the park, or just the peace of mind that comes from being honest. And I want you to lean into that today. Don't wait until you're rich to start living the life you actually want. And I want to hear from you in the comments. What is one option that you're working toward right now that isn't just about buying more stuff? If you take anything away from this today, I hope it's the realization that while money can make the journey a lot smoother, it's never going to tell you which way to drive. Success isn't about the size of the house, it's about the quality of the home you build inside it, and the people who are willing to sit beside you when you have absolutely nothing left to give. Anyway, I really appreciate you sticking around for this one. If this conversation hits you, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It genuinely helps us grow this community and keep these honest conversations going. Take care of yourselves, and remember, don't let the pursuit of paper make you forget why you started running in the first place. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.